We're gonna find out exactly how many gallons this completely empty tank takes on this fully loaded Odyssey Elite in Sonic Gray Pearl. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite ball guy, Dominic at TracyHonda.com, your social media manager. And this is it, fully loaded. First of all, lost my brother July 5th, 2025. Today's October 3rd, 2025. Not a moment I don't wish this phone would ring when he said he'd call me back. To keep his spirit alive, we're going to keep on showing off all these vehicles that him and I used to talk about me doing. And this is the fully loaded 2026 Sonic Gray Pearl Odyssey. This is going to be a pretty long video. A big shout out to Miss Rocio again for the inspiration on this video here. And 18 gallons. 18 dummy. I like the song. Whoa. 18 gallons to get this thing loaded up. So let's go ahead and that's an old school gas pump if y'all ain't never heard or seen one of those before. And this has a $53,000, $645 MSRP. $53,645 MSRP for a 2026 Odyssey Elite in Sonic Gray Pearl. Now you're gonna have a 22 combined, 19 city, 28 highway, and we're gonna go over all of these features right here. Well, pretty much the most of them that you're going to use on, or not having something that you don't know you can use. So you're gonna use it on your daily basis, or you're gonna be like, okay, I'm glad that I have this video to make reference to mine, because maybe you have a platinum pearl. Maybe you got a black on black on black on black one. I have a 25. There's no difference between the two. So we'll do that in another video. But for this video, hoo-wee, let's take it somewhere. Now, I just finished uploading to Tracy Honda Insider page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I upload a video. And at the same time, I'm going to be hooking up the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, showing off things like, no, there's no 360 camera, but there's cabin watch right there. So cabin watch is great to help you out with taking a look at the third row. See the third row right there? See the third row right there? So that third row helps whenever you're not making your conversation mirror, which helps me look at my second row better. See, so I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at the camera just to see where you can see, but this helps me look at these two people right here, not really too much those people in the back. So that's your conversation mirror. And I'm your favorite bald guy, Dom. Gonna give you some conversation here. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about this vehicle. I was showing it off yesterday while I was locking up doors. This is an all-new dealership. We have over $6 million of a remodel, and we always have inventory here. There's 5-star reviewed, what we call brand ambassadors, not just somebody who's going to help you in sales, but actual ambassadors for this Honda brand. You know, being a mom and pop shop, and now being the proud, look at that thing. Woo, look at that. That is really, really what you see. Do not adjust your dial. That's my job. Anyhow, so now what I'm going to do is a whole bunch of stuff. Show you how to take out the second row middle seat and do the magic slide and slide and slide and slide. And my gosh, a lot of stuff is going to go down on this video. So thank you so much. If you have the patience to watch this, if you're at the gym, or I don't know, if you're sitting with your family on TV, a lot of TV, 30% of my views are on TV. Whoa, y'all. You mean instead of binge watching something, you're watching your favorite ball guy, Don? So, anyhow, let's check it out. So here's your park, here's your reverse, here's your neutral, here's your drive, here's your sport shift right there. You do have econ, you have snow. Snow is going to slow the speed, which is going to slow the speed of the tire to give you more traction, ideally, what it is. Auto start stop. You ever get somewhere and the car stops? You know, you get to a stoplight and it stops. You get to, a stop sign and it stops. So that's how to disable that feature. This is ventilated seats on both sides. You also have heated seats on both sides right there. This is just ventilation stuff right there. That's all it is. Rear ventilation area right there. Or you can control the rear ventilation because it's an Elite right there. You have a wireless charger right here. You have HDMI hookups. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but it says removable. So let's remove it. And now I have a super deep storage. Um, that you can put a small handbag in there. I know I could definitely put one of my wife's um, smaller purses. I don't know what they're called. I just, like I say to different fellas here, like, buddy, they swipe the card, I pay the statements. You know what I'm saying? So normally to hit the emergency parking brake, you pull it. In this case, you're gonna have to watch this. Push it. And you'll see the brake right there pop up. See what I'm saying? Oh man, a lot of vehicle. Piano black everywhere throughout the vehicle. You already seen the MSRP. Here's what this vehicle looks like. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. So nice. That's a nice picture too to go with it. Yee! All right, so you have these 19-inch wheels. Those are Turanza tires made by Bridgestones. They're a lot of tread on them. See that right there? A lot of tread right there. That was a rock. Bye bye, rock. And you have these 19-inch wheels right here. So you have this finish with the black on the inside. You see? So you have the black on the inside to kind of give it that appearance, and then you have the it's this machine finish. I don't know, some type of shine. Anyways, so 235, 55 rated, 19-inch wheels, right there, made by Honda for the Elite Odyssey. LED lights. Until you drive one of these vehicles at night, there's no way to explain to you how amazing these lights work. We live in Modesto. We go to Patterson a lot to see family. And when we take those back roads, just like how you saw that little bling bling right there, it's so convenient to have. I don't know how to explain this to you, but I can see all the way down to where that white pilot is. So it's white, blue, white. So white, blue, white, the far white, and it's like a panoramic angle. It's so nice. You just have to try it. And if you have this vehicle or any Honda vehicle with these lights, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Especially with the LED fog lamps, super nice. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and show off this vehicle a little bit with the LEDs that's all around it. And this is kind of we're at dusk right now, so here's the LED turn signals I was mentioning. Your flashes are on the bottom here. You got the honeycomb, double honeycomb, Weemont honeycomb, almost like the new Civic, the Civic hatchback. So kind of like a nice little sporty appearance. Here's a different angle with the sun or the light behind me. Here's a Sonic Gray Pearl. So you just saw the Sonic Gray Pearl before, and now you see it right there in the sun, and it's all its glory. And it looks really, really nice. I could actually make that the covered thumbnail if I wanted. It's so good. So this also is going to give me an opportunity to show you off this angle again. Another look at the door panel with that piano black. So nice. This kind of faux veneerish look right there with that smoke wood, gray wood there. You have a multi-adjustable power seat, including lumbar, for not just your driver, but your passenger too. So nice. Huge 9-inch screen right there. You have a hidden storage compartment right here. These are removable right here. You can get that removed. Here's where you're going to plug in right there your standard outlet. That's what I was mentioning in the beginning. My brother Samuel Leva, gosh, I love you. I miss you. 12 volt right there. High speed USB-C or USB-A. You have a older connector right there. You can do that to connect to your Apple CarPlay and your Android Auto. Nice storage right there too. So you have your standard glove compartment, and that's how that's going to work. So you can also hit right here. That's going to open up your row. Now, I have a tripod. I need to get my tripod so I can show y'all. But I did find an angle right here, which is great because this is kind of the angle that you're going to need. What you want to do is a couple of things. So first of all, if this is up like this, what you want to do is pull that, and then that's going to drop it down. The car's up at an angle right now, otherwise it would just flop right down. Then the next thing you want to do is pull this. When you pull this, which I'm going to do right now with the phone, all right. It's not going to work. Hang on a second. So this is the angle I was talking about. And here's the sun right behind me. You're going to love the way the Sonic Gray Pearl looks. Check this out. Oh, man. I have not met one person that doesn't like the way that looks. Now, not to get confused with Urban Gray Pearl. Huge difference. So Urban Gray Pearl, this is not a trick on your eyes. See how it's more gray? Sonic Gray Pearl. See how it has more of a blue? See? Real tricky, but they're not the same car. See how you can see the pearl right there? See that? Anyhow, so back to our show, folks. I told you this is going to be a long video. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. So we're going to go over features and all that stuff. But in the meantime, I want to show you how to do this. Anyhow, I'll set this down. So check me out. I'm going to go over there on the other side. Oh, me on camera. Now, since we started our journey, I've lost a lot of weight. So this used to fit me fine. I do need to get another suit, and you'll see a new suit coming soon. Anyhow, so you want to pull this, and it releases, and you're going to want to pull that out. You see right there? You want to pull this out. It is not light. And I don't mean not for the light of that hard. Now, you can grab right here, and you can move this like this, or come here real quick. Matter of fact, you stay right there. We know this moves like this, right? Okay. So what we're going to do is something a little different. I'm going to show you how to do it rather than showing you where I'm doing it at. Right here. You see how it gives you the front and back? You see this? Magic slide. Check it out. Magic slide. And you can see how this one's up versus where this one's back a little bit. Now, again, shout out to Miss Rocio, who inspired me to make this, besides the fact that I have a 25 and not a 26. If, say you're carrying crates or something, in this case, this is where I'm making the reference to, maybe having it up like that and having maybe even these, pushed up like this to expose the maximum rear right here. You see what I'm saying? You might be able to put more, like say you have 4 crates or something that are huge crates, like dog crates or something like that. Then you may be able to put it in there. You see what I mean? So it's all these practical things nobody thinks about. But you're going to have to give this a lot of elbow grease when you do it. And then there's the stowaway right there. So you see what I mean? It's up a little bit, but just a little something. You just pull this guy that helps you get into the back row, and you see now you have a straight up true area of where you can use the back. Just an opinion of mine. Just an opinion of mine. I just, anyhow, you can close this right here where your vents are. That blows right on to your passenger. We'll put the middle seat back in. In the meantime, I want to show you something called tailgate mode. So you grab your cord here, give it a pull again. Unless you prefer it, I don't know, but if you pull out these armrests, these headrests here, you can sit. What's up again, everybody? You can sit right here, kind of just hang out, and got your tailgate mode. Your feetsies just chilling, and a little sunshade right there as well. Not bad, right? Not bad. You have your plug-in right there. You got your subwoofer right here. You got your high-speed USBs right here, or you got your high-speed USB right there. You got some sun right there behind you. Don't worry. You can just hook up your privacy shade. So again, I'm telling you, I'm trying to zip right through this because it's a lot of vehicle to cover. But I want to make sure that you see all of these things, because if you don't see them in action, rather than somebody just talking about them, But seeing it in action is a whole nother thing. So tailgate mode. Shout out to gosh, I wish I remembered your name, but you were in Stockton Honda. You told me there was a gal on TikTok. I've never seen her. I've been looking for her, whoever she is. Please follow me, YFBG Dom, YFBG Dom on TikTok. Would love to just. You're the reason why I know about that. So anyhow, if you don't want to push this, or it's programmable, so I could even put it as low as this and then hold it down like that. It'll beep at me twice, and then every time I open up this trunk, it'll stop right there where I programmed it. So when someone says it's programmable, that's what they're talking about. Lift it back up to the original height, hold this down for a couple seconds, it'll beep at you twice, it'll flash at you at the same time. You see that silver thing right there? Well, if you go in and out, as long as the key's on your person, it'll actually beep at you. So that's the hands-free power tailgate right there. I did tell you I'm going to show you how to put that bad boy back in there. So you're simply going to just expose what some people like to use as their pass-through. You're going to clip on it right there, and then, yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about in just a sec. So let's go ahead and creep on through here, which is plenty of space to walk around. Speaking of, while we're here, where you saw that HDMI plug, you can actually use right there. Maybe if you're leaning back in these seats all the way back like this. You see what I mean? So a lot of stuff. Make it brighter, make it dimmer. What I need to do is a video where that's actually being shown off. Everybody shows it, points it out, but never seen anybody use it. So I will be the first for y'all on our channel here. And speaking of, don't forget to subscribe. My little girl is 8 years old, and she just loves YouTubing on her little shorts and stuff. So if you go on my shorts, a lot of those shorts are from songs that I hear her listening to. Matter of fact, before everybody was in the K-pop Demon Hunter. Hang on. I know it fell. Hang on. She was the first one that I heard singing all those songs, and I thought it was just kind of like a little YouTube or something. Anyhow, so oh man, this is a lot of vehicle right here. So there we go. We got to cover the second row. We got to cover the front row, the third row, tailgate mode, stow and go. Take a look at the exterior of the vehicle. Thank you, sun, for showing up. There it is in the sun. Because it's a pearl, notice how it automatically starts to turn a different color. Same color, but it just has that different appearance right here without it sun facing it. I like closing it right there. The piping, such a nice contrast. Still wrapped in plastic. Auto down, auto up on all your windows. You see, just those little things. There's actually a lighting kit inside here that's really, really easy to see in the dark. There's the cabin watch right there. So here was what we're going to do. We're going to go somewhere where there's not too much of a glare on here, which is great. But actually, I think we should be able to handle this pretty nicely right here. So what you want to do for an Android device is turn on your Bluetooth. Once you turn on your Bluetooth, you're going to pull your Bluetooth screen down. So I usually just pull from the top, and then I'll hold this Bluetooth icon until it pulls up my Bluetooth. And then at that point, you're going to want to go to scanning for vehicles, and the Honda Odyssey will come up. The Honda Odyssey is going to ask you to pair in just a second. So I see 164916. That's some AI stuff I'm working on. That's for my brother. I made my brother's The Shining on Twitch. So yes, we're going to enable the Android Auto. Deny the contacts right there. And I want to do messages too in a sec here. Now, what we're going to want to do is we're going to accept the terms and conditions by pressing Android Auto again. And then you're going to want to connect. It's going to ask you if you want to connect on your phone. See right there? Say continue. And then you're basically going to hear everything. Hold on one second. Hey, Dustin Lynch, I was listening to your music. You're going to be in Waterford, California at the Fruit Yard. I hope you have a great, great show. And thank you for coming to the Central Valley there. Good, good man. But what we're going to do is go to Spotify here. And we're going to go to our good buddy Mad Beats Music. You'll actually see on my on my thing there a lot of playlists that are from my daughter. So big shout out to my little mamas. This is called Descanso, Mad Beats Music exclusive here. There's home. There's general settings. Sound. DTS or neural sound. To turn on, create a surround sound experience from stereo music source. So press that on. Real-time tracking. Your Waze, or you can put your Apple Maps or your Google Maps there. Just go ahead and turn that down. And lastly, you have your vehicle settings. Big thank you to Mad Beats Music. Go ahead and just follow Mad Beats Music, amazing producer friend of mine. Driver assist system setup, AC forward vehicle detect beep. You also have forward collision warning distance is when you're using your adaptive cruise control, and if there's a vehicle in front of you and it's like, gosh, that's really far away, then you can switch that to short. Or like, gosh, it's really, really close, you can switch it to long. Either way, you decide which one's your comfort. It's your vehicle. You can have it for many, many years and many, many miles. Keyless access setup. So when you walk to the door, you put your hand in the handle. It's going to unlock the door that you're doing, whether it's the passenger or the driver. You can program it to when you do that, you put your hand in the door, it's going to unlock all doors. I'll show you in just a second. We're going to switch over. This is what's called your personalized settings worksheet, Power Tailgate. So keyless open mode anytime, power open by outer handle. Yep, hands-free functions open. Okay. So I'm not sure what I was doing wrong back there, but hey. Auto door lock. Now, let's say you're gonna go right over there to that Honda sign right there, which is a lot closer than the camera showing. It's like right there, right? There's a quick little quick little turn right here, and then a quick little right there to get right into your ATM machine. You might not like get it perfect, so you might be using your ATM machine like this, making sure that nobody's looking. You might even be holding the brake pedal while you're doing this crazy act, not even paying attention to what's behind you. Now, if that ATM is as close as it is and you're not going over 10 miles an hour, you're going to want to do shift from park, meaning this. As soon as you shift to go to drive, bang, you hear that? Doors are already locked. Let me show you again. So here they are unlocked, and I'm about to put it in drive right now. Watch this. As soon as I put it in drive. So that's what the shift to lock is, and I strongly recommend considering it. Walk away auto lock when you get out of the car. How many times have you been like, did I lock my car? Did I lock my car? Let me show you what that is. You get out of the vehicle, walk away auto lock. As soon as you get out of the vehicle, it's going to beep. And then when you walk away from the vehicle and you get out, it's going to beep again. Walk away auto lock. And then lastly, what I was telling you was like, if you put your hand in the handle. So if I put my hand in the handle, it'll open up that door. This right here does the same thing. As soon as I put my hand in the handle, it unlocks and it's ready to open up right there. So that's what I was meaning when I was saying that. And that is your fully loaded Odyssey, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this with somebody.